Don't improve your self-belief and self-image. You have probably noticed the moments when you're more positive towards yourself and the way that your body looks, that your mental health drastically improves, right? Yeah, we need to stop doing that immediately. Instead of trying to improve the way that you see yourself and the way that you see the world, then just dwell in the past instead. Just look yourself in the mirror on a daily basis and feel this constant disappointment. Think to yourself, why should I even try to work hard in the first place? Because I won't get the results that I want immediately, right? A snap of the fingers and I get everything I want. So I shouldn't even bother in the first place. So whenever you get this, tiny sprinkle of motivation hitting your brain that you actually want to change yourself for the better, then don't start thinking that you actually have what it takes if you just believe in yourself. Don't do that. What you do instead is invite the negative thoughts into your head.
I don't have what it takes. What if I fail? What if this happens or that happens?
And before you know it, that sprinkle of motivation you felt is completely gone. There is two people in this world. People who believe that they can do something and the people who believe that they can't do something. And at the end of the day, they both are usually right. And can you guess what decision we're gonna make? Of course, we're gonna be the latter. We don't have any self-belief here. When you see people doing better than you, whether it's fitness, relationships, or whatever you can think of, don't use that as motivation, to improve your own situation, but much rather just use it as a form of jealousy and internal hatred, because that's where you feel the most comfortable, right? Start dwelling in your emotions on a daily basis that makes you feel bad about yourself. And as a way for you to cope with this, start spreading your internal comments to other people online as a form of hate, because misery just loves company, right? Don't improve your eating habits. We are here for a good time and not a long time, right? So just let your desires take control of you on a daily basis on what you decide to eat. You can have pizza and ice cream every single day without any problems, because be honest, who is gonna stop you really? Don't see unhealthy foods and snacks as a special occasion anymore, but something that you can have on a daily basis no matter what. Because sure, it might not even taste nearly as good when you have it on a daily basis, but at least you get that great sense of dopamine that you always want, right? Restrict yourself to only eating processed foods that take minimal effort to prepare. They're cheap and they taste good, right? So why should you even care in the first place how your body feels afterwards? Start to overcomplicate the idea of eating healthy in your mind instead of just sticking to basic ingredients that can be prepared 100 different ways so they still taste good. Like fish, rice, potatoes, beef, chicken, and so much more. Whenever you feel the motivation to actually take care of your eating habits, then just jump on the latest diet trend there is. For just a couple of weeks, lose the weight that you always wanted to lose. But then, of course, you go back to your old ways again, so you can slowly gain all the weight back. Don't turn it into a lifestyle, where it's actually sustainable and enjoyable for you in the long run, but much rather just stuff your face with salads and water for the next 12 weeks, because surely that is something you can do consistently, right? Stop trying to replace your bad habits with good habits instead. Why should you have fruit and popcorn as healthier snacks when you can just have candy and a bag of Doritos instead? When you have the cravings for soda, like me personally, then don't go for the sugar-free version and feel less guilty about it, but instead, of course, you just indulge in the full sugar one, so you have regret after you have it instead. Stop moving your body more. Having bad eating habits will make you gain way more fat, but why not make the best of it while we're here and stop moving your body more as well? These two together is the recipe to make you avoid mirrors for the foreseeable future. Start to overthink every single step of getting in shape, even down to the part of deciding what kind of socks that you need to wear, because everyone will be watching your every move, right? So you have to stay conscious of this. Start to watch hours and hours of fitness content online, to learn new exercises and different forms of cardio, but never step outside of your house to try this yourself, because that would just be a waste of time. Keep feeding your brain this false sense of dopamine that you're actually improving yourself by watching educational videos, instead of watching a Mr. Beast video with like GTA gameplay in the background. Instead of making a conscious decision, to slowly implement healthier habits into your life, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, then you just let your brain decide instead, because that is way more comfortable. When you finally decide to get into the gym and actually change yourself, then completely ignore these two rules: learning good form and doing progressive overload. And meanwhile you're at it, just jump from workout routine to workout routine on a weekly basis, because that is a recipe to make sure that your body stays the same for months and months at a time. If you follow these 3 things, I can guarantee you that you will stay fat for the rest of your life. Now, if you want a real solution to this and actually change your body for the better, then click and watch this video next.